run the 40 again. You've already done that. So what were you looking to really get out of today?
I came in today just showing field work, showing I could flip my hips, catch the ball, and I doing my vertical and my cone drills, and everything went really well. Finished with a 40.5-inch vertical, and then I didn't get the scores on my cones, my L drill, my 5.10.5, but I'm definitely confident about those. I felt like they were very, very precise and well executed for sure.
Is that the best vertical you've ever had?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I saved it for today. Yeah, saved it for today for sure.
Jim, what's this process been like since the end of the season? Is it nerve-wracking to prepare yourself for the next level and, this job interview?
I truly feel like it's a blessing. I wouldn't say nerve-wracking. This is what I worked for my whole life. So now I just feel like my work is paid off. I've been working at this since I was 6 years old. So for this part of my life to start coming together and meeting these teams and them just explaining how much I can bring to their team and their locker room, it feels really good to see how teams definitely appreciate my versatility and just my personality. Well, I had to talk to my mom and my dad, and they give me that hype and that motivation. So if I get them on the phone and they give me that confidence, I can do anything. And they definitely gave me a little extra boost today, for sure. And it's my father's birthday, so yeah. So today's performance was definitely for my father. Yeah, and he's trained me all week getting ready for this pro day. So to have my parents there supporting me, I'm gonna put on a show every time they're in the stands, for sure.
So now I have to ask. It was a little over 3 years ago that you stood out there on that field,
Right.
with your parents.
Right.
Saw your name pop up on the board with an offer. Did you think about that at all today? That now you've kind of come full circle from an offer to play into now working out for the NFL?
Yeah, and everything has came 360, man. It's just a blessing, man. Like you said, I remember being out there and just Coach Sweeney and Coach Venables telling me I received a dream scholarship, and then just coming in here and I dreamed of all of this stuff, and to live it and live it perfectly the way I had it dreamed up since I was 6 years old is crazy, man. But I definitely have put in so much work, and I feel like now it's just starting to show. I work so much. I feel like I'm so disciplined, and I live the right way. So today and this whole process has just been a product of my hard work I put in my whole life.
Was it the ankle in the ACC Championship Game?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of was the injury there? And you tried to play in the Orange Bowl, or maybe realized the recovery process? What kind of went into that?
It was a small ankle injury, and I definitely wanted to get in the Orange Bowl. I went back into the UNC game, but just being smart, what I'm saying, I had a bright future in front of me, and we felt like it was best for me to start preparing for the combine. And sat down with my family, and once we talked about everything and laid everything on the table, that's when I went with my decision. I feel like everything has definitely worked out perfectly, and God has blessed me with a speedy recovery, and I'm 1,000%. And as y'all can see by the numbers, I'm 100% ready to go. Yeah, so I followed Cam Newton. So I moved from Columbus, Georgia to Charlotte, North Carolina the same year Cam Newton was drafted to the Panthers. So he's always been like a role model. I went to all the 7-on-7s, the Cam Newton 7-on-7. So I definitely love Cam Newton. I followed him as a player as the Panthers. But him, Luke Kuechly, all those guys, man, like just growing up and them being so close and them coming to our rivalry games. Like he would always show up at some of our games. So just having those guys in the city, especially like Cam Newton, to bring energy to our city and make it a fun place to go watch a game. I've definitely watched a couple Panther games for sure.
Do you have like a specific Cam Newton story you want to share?
So Cam Newton's been my favorite player my whole life. I just love his energy. But now I met him my 11th grade year at a 7-on-7 tournament, and I remember like I was walking up to Cam Newton, but Cam Newton knew my name, and that definitely put a smile on my face. But getting to know him and then talk to him a little bit. And just like I just followed everything he told me with that one little quick moment that we had together. He was just telling me work hard, stay disciplined and be myself. That's all he told me. He was like, you're a beast, but just be yourself, go in there and get your degree, and then you'll make it to the NFL, and one day we'll play against each other. So hopefully I can get a sack on him. That'll feel so good for sure if he's playing. Yeah.
Have you talked to the Panthers at all through this process?
Yes, ma'am. I've had formal interviews with them, and then I'll have a in-state with the team being local to where I'm hometown from. So we'll have a workout or something with the team for sure. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
In terms of other formal interviews, that type of stuff, how's it going? Any teams been in touch a lot, or who's kind of standing out there? Up there?
Well, yeah, so at the Combine, I had 19 formals, so I've met with a lot of teams. And I can honestly say, I feel like every one of them went really well because my personality, my versatility. I feel like that works for any team. So everything has been perfect. I really don't know where I'm going to go because everything's went so well, and I don't have a specific team that's going to be like, okay, they're going to get me. But I feel like just having an option, you never know where I'm going to go, but just trying to put my best foot forward with whatever team I meet with, and whoever gets me going to get a beast.
Any other teams you have visits lined up with?
Yes, sir. So I fly out tomorrow to the Texans, and then I have a couple more down the line. So I have a pretty busy month with team visits, but yes, sir, I have a lot lined up.
Are all teams looking at you as middle linebacker, or is there other spots that?
So more like first and second down will, and then on third down they want me to be the spy guy, what I do best, spying, and then coming off the edge on third down. So they definitely see how Clemson used me with Coach Venables and Wes Goodwin. So just seeing how I was used in college, I feel like a lot of teams like that I'm very versatile and I can play at all three levels of the field.
Who are some of the teams you got to talk with most that make it?
I talked most with the Giants and the Titans, and I met with the Steelers last night, grabbed a little dinner. And yes, sir, those are three teams I could think of off the top. Yeah.
What's it like getting a phone call from the NFL team saying, "Hey, we've got some interest in you"? Like that's, as a guy who's been playing for player all life, that's
Yeah.
pretty special.
Nah, it's cool, man. It's a blessing. And going back to like the 6-year-old me, man, that kid at 6 years old would be so proud of the person I am to this day. So, man, just those teams calling me and telling me how much they're interested in me and the abilities I can bring to that team, it feels so good, man. It's just like that work has paid off, you know. So whatever team gets me, man, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna live up to everything, and I'm gonna be a great player in the great teammate in the locker room, and also a great player on the field for sure, for a long time. Yeah.
Take one or two more for Trent before we go to Keith McGuire. Trent, I wanted to ask about one of your teammates and Brian's journey that he's taken this year. It hadn't been, obviously hasn't been the easiest for him. How have you seen him develop through the adversity?
Man, Bryan Bresee is a strong individual. Only a certain amount of people can get through something like that. But just having great teammates, I feel like everybody's truly supporting him, important to him to keep him positive. And I feel like as a teammate and as a brother of him, coming in the class of 2020, just keeping him positive and just keeping him in good spirits. That's all I could do. And I know that's what the team did. Just keep him in positive spirits, you know, and just go out there and play for him and his family. I know when he wasn't able to make it to some games, that was definitely our mindset, to play for him and make his family proud.
Trent, do you feel like you've done enough to be a first-round pick? And if so, why do you feel like the team should draft you in the first round?
Yes, sir. I feel like I've definitely proved it. It's not too many 235-pound guys running around 4.43 and jumping 40-inch vertical. And I feel like you're not just drafting me to play one position. You can draft me to play DN, linebacker, and some free safety, strong safety. I can do it all. So I definitely feel like I bring so much to the table, and I feel like with a team, they get me, they're going to get a player who can play at all three levels. And I know that I'm first-round talent. I've been my whole life, and just the work and this whole combine process has definitely showed it.
All right. Thank you, Trent.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Y'all have a good one.